This is Siddhartha over here again. Now, today let's discuss about the difference between domain name and web hosting. Well, I observe most of the people get confused over this small thing, so I wanted to give a clarity over this. To do so, I will use some real life examples initially to make sure that you understand. For example, you have a shop in the market and this market contains all the goods that you will sell. But if anyone wanted to come to your shop, they just can't say the complete address with door number as door number 16 by 2 by 13, some XXXLS, some XXX street, and in some XXX. This sounds a bit tedious as if we are posting a parcel. So we will keep a name to the shop and we say that we are going to that particular area by the name of that shop. Now, what happens if we change a shop from that market to another fresh market? Will the goods being sold in the market changes? No, everything will be same except the only fact that the address of our own stall has changed. Yes, by using this example you may clearly get an idea as what is the difference between domain name and web hosting. Yes, now let's be quick and answer a few questions. What is your website made of? Yes, that's right, it's made up of files. Now, the immediate question that arises to you is what are these files? These are the necessary things for customers to view in your website. It means you just don't create a website it for nothing. You will create a website in which you store some information which will be useful to the people who view your website. Now, the main question is where are these files stored? They can be stored anywhere, including in our own system. Then, what is web hosting? It is nothing but a specific place where all of them store the files of their website. See, this means I needed to make sure that all of you understand that all the files of your website can be stored anywhere, including your own system. Why do we need these hosts separately if we can store them in our very own system? This is because your system is not always active, and if there are some problems like loss of power or poor network connection, or if the system is shut down, the information is no longer accessible by the others. So, to avoid these, files are stored in so called servers. Okay, by this, I think you may have understood what web hosting is. Now, let's see what domain name is. See, you have created a website and it is made of files and it is hosted by someone. Everything is fine, but how can anyone reach your website? There are two methods in which they can reach. The first method is every server has a unique IP address. I have given here one IP address as some 192.54.87.62. By entering the IP address of the server in which your files are stored, they may reach. But it will be difficult to say this and remember it, so it is not advisable. See, remember anyone saying you if you ask how to reach your website or what is your website, they say just type 192.68.54.12 and you can reach there. See, it sounds a bit funny, right? So we prefer this second method. What is the second method? By creating a domain name, they will be able to reach your website by entering the domain name in their system. This will be very easy to remember. Yeah, of course. For example, facebook.com is the domain for Facebook website. You may go to similar examples like quora.com is the domain for Quora website. This is about domain name. That's all, guys. I believe that you understand the difference between domain name and web hosting now. Please subscribe to my channel and feel free to express your views about this in comments. Bye bye.